Monaco. What's poppin' is Sleepy Loco.
And so Dizzle make them drizzle.
And we on the industry's most wanted podcast with TampaMystic. I hope you tuned in.
Bow!
You been on my mind, but that money gotta come first. Look me in my eyes when we fucking, I bet you come first. A nigga looking for me, that's okay, all of my guns work. He get a round of applause like the end of my concerts. You been on my mind, but that money gotta come first. Look me in my eyes when we fucking.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Boom, we in the building. I heard we got Tennessee in the building.
Yeah, Memphis to be exact.
Yeah, we got Sleepy Loco. We got Ocean checking in. Appreciate y'all being here. You know what I'm saying? You guys are on the road right now currently. Moving around.
Yeah.
Give us that official introduction.
We on industry's most wanted podcast. I hope y'all tuned in. You heard me. Right now we in Atlanta with Tampa-Mystic. We got a show tonight at Monaco. We outside tour. We with It's Gorgeous Music. Let the Light Present. You did. Hey. Everywhere we go, we making noise and we splashing. We leaving a stain.
Straight like that, man.
Straight like that. We got our own motion, got our own wave.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys from the same area?
Not originally. I'm from Mississippi. Shout out Tupelo A 662.
You from Tupelo?
Tupelo, Mississippi. Shout out, y'all.
Dope.
But I've been in Memphis for about 7 years now, so I think I'm
she a Memphian.
Yeah, I'm a Memphian too. I'm a Memphisipian. That's what I call
You a
myself.
Memphissipian.
Memphisipian.
I love that. I ain't never heard that one. That's new. You need to trademark that.
Nah, it ain't. It's just it's a Memphis. It's a Memphis thing, man.
What took you to Memphis?
Where I'm from, it's all love, but it's a retirement town. It's boring as hell.
Yeah.
And my personality, you don't even know me, but
You got big energy.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, shit, let me go ahead and go somewhere to the big city. Took my ass up the street to Memphis.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
So,
Memphis is on fire.
By myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went up there by myself. No family, no nothing. And I met him the first year I was there, and
Click instantly.
yeah.
So let me ask you this: going to a city that you're not from, didn't really know many people. How was that experience for you in the transition?
Honestly, it's easy for me because I don't meet any strangers. That's just my personality. Everywhere I go, you know what I'm saying? It's just you get a whole lot of energy, man. It's just like you get the whole package.
You're like a big ball of fun.
Oh,
I love it.
Definitely. And that's
She got a gravitational pull. Like she just suck people in.
Absolutely.
Pause.
Pause.
Big pause. Wow.
Hey, yo. I mean,
hold on a second now.
Gravitational pull sucks people in.
Yeah,
not her.
right.
She ain't doing no
pulls.
sucking.
Yeah, her energy radiates and it pulls people in.
She like the sun.
Right.
No, for
You know
real,
what I'm
absolutely. We all need the sun, so we all need an ocean too. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
You can't have ocean without ocean. You hear me?
Come on now.
Hey,
Come on now.
absolutely.
Yeah. But to answer that question, it was very easy for me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I love
think
it.
it's anywhere I go.
You like it out there in Memphis?
I love it. I love it. I honestly love it. It's everywhere got its flaws and all that, but for the most part, Memphis, the whole culture of the city, and just like it's one thing about Memphis is they don't try to be like nobody else. It's their own vibe.
Yeah.
But they gonna make you convert to that whole type. I started talking different and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Mersey. I listen to Mersey and stuff. So yeah, but it's just. Memphis is the culture and all that stuff. It's like being somewhere completely different.
Yeah. Memphis has been producing superstars for years.
Most definitely.
Like, I mean, for decades now. And it hasn't let up. In my opinion, I think Memphis is definitely one of the top cities for music right now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Most definitely. And we've been legendary. We just been slept on. But, they're waking up, though.
So let's talk about that. Why do you think a city that produces so many superstars is slept on, in your opinion?
My opinion is, from the inside looking out, I would say that Memphis wasn't necessarily super marketable in the eyes of the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? You had the Juicy J's, you had the 8 Ball and JG's, but you had people even up under them like the Gangsta Pets and the Player Flies. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like they didn't necessarily make it all the way where they were supposed to go.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But they still legendary and they all right. So I just feel like, as time progressed, technology progressed, we got a different way of spreading music. Now you can't avoid this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got TikTok, IG, Facebook. You got all these different social platforms. It's easier to get your music to somebody that's maybe not in your general area. I think back in that day, it was more regional. You know,
I agree.
Like that's why Texas has a very strong culture. They supported their own, you know. Same thing with Memphis, but I just feel like we not Memphis is looked at as a big city, but it's really like a medium city.
Absolutely. And that's a great analogy of what you said, because a lot of those guys came out pre-social media.
Right.
DistroKid or whatever. Yeah.
You know, you had to be outside. You can't. These kids these days ain't really got to be outside.
Absolutely.
I still take the old school approach.
You do.
You know?
I talk about that all the time. I tell artists, I'm like, you really got to hustle like social media doesn't exist. Take social media out of it and then figure out where you got to go, because you got to take it back to the basics and then build up from there to build that
You got to be able to utilize both of them. For one, to me, social media ain't nothing but a commercial.
Absolutely.
You know, it's advertisement.
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors on there too.
1,000%.
Yeah, everybody swear they famous on.
1,000% for real. So it's like it's just a commercial for me. I don't really put too much stock into it, but I understand the worth of it and how you can utilize it.
Absolutely.
You know, it depends on what side you on. You a consumer or you the one that's putting it out there for them to consume.
I can tell you've done your homework.
100%. I'm a big research guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on it.
So being from Memphis, you know, pay homage real quick. One or two artists that maybe really inspired you.
Project Pat.
Project Pat.
Mr. Don't Play was one of the first gangster albums I ever heard as a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that 100% was that. 8 Ball and MJG. More so, it's crazy. I had MJG was my favorite rapper as a kid.
Yeah.
But as I got older, by the time I was like 19, 20, I had a whole new ear for music.
Yeah.
And it was like 8 Ball became the Academy.
You caught that, huh?
Hey, I told you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I love it.
Definitely Project Pat, 8 Ball, MJG. Who else? I don't want to forget nobody.
Shout out to Player Fly too. That's my homie, man.
Fly for sure. I love Fly music. And what he stand for. Like he is himself, no matter how you feel. So
yeah, absolutely.
I can respect it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I agree with or don't, like, bro, you are yourself and you gonna stand on it.
Facts.
So, hey,
you have to respect that. Absolutely.
100%. And that's how it is in Memphis. Everybody kind of has that attitude. You know what I'm saying? So he really represent the city with it. You know what I'm saying? In his own way. Gangsta Boo.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Long live. Yep.
Lil Chet, you know, the first one.
The originators.
The original
yeah.
Queens. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. I grew up on the old school Memphis sound.
Yeah.
You feel me? So to hear the younger generation and me being a part of it, to continue that and, you know, make our own with it, is a beautiful thing, but you got to pay homage to them OGs.
Absolutely. Bro. And I always like to throw this out there. Project Pat's one of my personal homies. Watch out for his sons.
Yeah.
Slick Mouth Click.
Yeah.
Them my boys.
Damn.
Slick Mouth Click. Man, they coming up. They Pat's two sons. They out there working. So I always like to plug that in because they're my guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Memphis.
Okay.
Got to.
So let me ask you this. You guys are in Memphis. From the outside looking in, a lot of people be like, man, Memphis is kind of a war zone. A lot of artists, you know, long live Casino Jizzle. I interviewed him about 6 years ago when he was still coming up and seeing that he just lost his life along with so many others.
Right.
What is your take on that? And I'm going to ask Ocean, what's your take on, because you in the city, you know, you're not from there, but you're there now. What is your take on that?
Honestly, like I said before, everywhere got bad places and all that stuff. It's just how you move.
Yes.
And you know who like he was saying, who you surround yourself with. You can't be out here moving loose and all that shit. You know, your head not screwed on.
Keep your head on you, but you gotta have it on a swivel, but still.
Always. Because I mean, everywhere you go, somebody always trying to get you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so to be honest, exactly. That's what I was about to say. I think Memphis is a good place to learn. To be honest, you know, how to pay attention to your surroundings and shit. Because I mean, it's gonna force you. Yeah. It's gonna force you because I mean, I'm not saying like, you know, shit, you know, just, you know.
Living in Memphis, you gotta have awareness.
Yes.
You have to be aware.
Yeah, there you go.
All the time.
Keeps you alert.
Sunday.
Yeah.
You gotta be aware and alert if you plan on making it to the next one.
Yeah.
You know right. It is a war zone. I ain't gonna lie, and it's crazy because the type of war zone it is not even like it's this side versus that side. Like, nah, you got people
just
as
a whole.
Yeah, you got innocent bystanders in the middle that just you know. It's just crazy right now, but I feel like it ain't just Memphis because I travel a lot. It's in a lot of different cities. It's a problem. I think it's a lot of lack of communication.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't communicating with the younger generation the way that we need to. We not listening to them the way that we need to.
Yeah.
And just like my generation didn't get heard and the generation before me wasn't heard, it's like that lack of communication, I feel like, is where the breakdown began at. And I can only really speak for what I've seen as far as the people I done grew up in. Even me trying to be an OG to younger people, some of them listening, being successful, some of them not listening, going the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see with my own eyes now, like, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
It's generational. Like, some people gonna make it, some people not. Right now, it's just ugly.
Absolutely. You know, Pat, he goes to the prisons and talks to the guys there. And I think that's so important. These OGs and the people that, you know, these younger generation look up to.
Right.
It's up to us as the OGs to talk to them.
Facts.
What are you
listen to
doing?
them.
What are you doing personally to change the narrative?
Personally, I'm just giving back to the kids.
Yeah.
So I have a backpack drive starting when school starts.
Oh,
next
that's
month,
dope.
And I'm giving away 100 Sleepy Loco backpacks to the
I
kids.
love
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So, like, and I'm going to do that yearly, like every year, start of school, probably every semester, really. But starting out, because this is my first one.
Yeah.
I'm teaming up with Hot 107.1, the radio station in Memphis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The FM. So we're going to do it together, just, you know, bring awareness and try to just, you know, I think that's where it started, because you can't really, you can tell a grown man what to do, but they still grown. They're going to do what they want to do.
No, facts. Absolutely.
With a child, they still impressionable.
They're impressionable, yeah.
Right. So if they see their favorite rapper giving back and, you know, walking a certain way, they might do that too. It might inspire them to, you know, be better and to go a different route. And that's all I want to do, is inspire, motivate, and just, you know, help usher in positivity.
Yeah.
Like, my company is Lifted Life.
I like that.
We stand for uplifting our community, our brothers, our sisters, our family, our mothers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around us, not just black, like white, Mexican, like whatever you
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all are one as a race.
100%.
And I feel like, you know, a lot of, not even just hip hop, but entertainment in general is based around negativity.
It is.
So it's like, okay, that sales, I get it. I'm even a part of that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In some of my music, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
The way you actually move and represent yourself, people that's looking up to you, they gon' absorb from it.
That's right.
So, yeah, I might have a couple of songs like this, couple of songs like that, but when you see me, you're going to see me move like a real man. You're going to see me taking care of my kids. You're going to see me giving back to my community. You know what I'm saying? When you hear me speak, you're going to hear me speak properly. You're going to hear me speak like I got sense.
Right. There's a time and a place for everything. We got to know when to turn it on and turn it off.
Man.
You know, like, you know, Sleepy Loco is not 24/7. At some point, you got to shut that off and bring out who you are
100%.
government-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. And it's crazy because the real me is very much Sleepy Loco.
Yeah.
But Sleepy Loco has to talk to people, has to go outside, has to be in clubs.
Yeah, you're an entertainer.
The real me, I'm a
born
introvert.
in hell.
I'm not. Nah, don't listen to this guy.
Born in hell.
The real me, I'd rather be in the house, Netflix and chill, playing the game, smoking, chilling.
Yeah.
Showing my sons how to hoop. You know, some dad type stuff. But Sleepy Loco got to be outside. I got to be with the models. I got to be in the strip club. I got to do all the stuff I really don't feel like doing.
No, for
but
real.
It's a part of the job. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it's like when you listen to my music, I'm speaking from a place of like, you really getting my real life in my music.
Absolutely.
Word for word. Like, I ain't gonna fabricate nothing. You ain't gonna hear about me talk about no cars I ain't never drove, no money I ain't never had, or no places I ain't never been to. You know what I'm saying? Everything coming from the heart.
Absolutely, because they're gonna know your music is genuine. Yes. And I think the longer we do this, the less we want to be on the forefront, if that makes sense. Like when you have a little bit of downtime, you want to be with your kids. You want to be chilling.
Right.
In the beginning, you have to get out there and run so much that it gets to a point where like you crave that little bit of me time, little bit of downtime.
You ain't lying. You not lying. I be missing home on the way up here.
Nah, for real. Be ready to go home already.
Yeah, I got me 2 little huskies.
We was talking about the dogs a minute ago. We was like, damn, man, I'm ready to go home and get to my dogs, man.
Absolutely.
Me too. Shit, I got 3. Man.
So what are some of the things that you did when you moved to Memphis to get your name and your face out there?
Nothing. I met him.
There you go.
Yeah, no, like dead ass. That's exactly how it happened. I ain't gonna count.
I seen the star in her, and I was like, bro, you gonna be with me everywhere I go.
How did you guys link up?
We lived in the same apartments.
Oh, okay. So y'all was slick neighbors.
We was.
I seen him
outside.
outside.
Slick. They lived upstairs. I was downstairs.
Seen him man outside smoking a cigarette, and I looked at him. And I knew it. I was like, you lame as hell, boy, I'll rob you. I swear to God, like, I don't know nobody.
Her first sentence was, I'll rob you.
I'll rob you. Like, I don't know
who
this man.
I am.
I'm in Memphis, like I said, this war zone.
Yeah.
I went up to this man that I do not know. And I went up to, I'll rob you.
It's a great introduction.
Right.
That's me, though.
And I just knew I was going to love her from there on. I was like, this person different right here.
Yeah, she different. I got to connect with her.
Best friends for 5 years
I
now.
love it. I love it.
5 years now.
So did you, out the gate, find out she was an artist?
Well, she not an
I'm not an artist.
Oh, you're not an artist?
She just like, we do the podcast together.
I got you.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
you, but you got a big personality.
Right. And that's the thing.
There you
like,
go.
She is entertainment. She is entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not even just like you're an entertainer or you an artist or you a podcaster. Like, this is Ocean.
Listen, I love her energy.
Yeah.
I'm big, because I have a big personality. I'm very loud. I'm very animated.
Mm-hmm.
So when I meet other people who are the same way, like I feed off of that.
Yeah.
I'm loving everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole situation is dope. Would you ever consider doing music?
Yes, most definitely.
Let's talk about that then.
I would hey, you want to know something?
Spit some for us.
Let's be real. Sleep, you want to tell him? All right, let's be real. I write all the music. I write the song.
So you slick are an artist. An artist
She
comes
ain't
in.
write nothing.
Listen. She probably helps you with your creative thoughts and your process.
Nah, definitely.
Just being around her.
Just being around. She definitely is one of my muses. And everywhere I go, I love to have her with me traveling because she make it so much more fun. So, like, when I travel, I experience things and it just make my music better. So, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
And when you're moving around and you're on the road, you have to have what I call a safe space, and that's a person.
Right.
You have to. She's your safe space, and likewise, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like taking Batman places with me because I feel safe around him.
My safe space.
Yeah, it's your safe space right there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, give me that.
Give me some. Boom, boom. There you go.
But yes.
But think about if you had came here and she wasn't with you, it'd be a different vibe for you, right?
Right.
100%. That's your safe space right there. You know what I'm saying? Period.
I pull him out. I pull him out because he's like he said when he's Sleepy Loco, he's Sleepy Loco. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't hey, stop playing with me even though y'all not playing with me. You know what I'm saying?
That's me
But
for
see,
sure.
but I'm just like, wah, wah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull him out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him out. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
It
he
ain't
get
too many people that can do it.
yeah, he get real deep in that whole like, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta be on my toes all the time and just
You ain't gotta be hard all the time.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no, it's not even that. He's just sometimes he gets real tense.
Yeah.
And I just gotta just it's like, shit. I mean, he's doing all
I
most
like
of
for
this by
everything to
himself.
go right.
No, absolutely. Are you?
Everything not gonna always
So
go
it
right.
sounds like you're an overthinker.
Overthinker, I would say not overthinker, but I am one of them guys that like I'm going to think about every situation until it's thoroughly done.
So you're a little bit of an overthinker, whether you want to admit to it or not.
Moderate.
I don't want to admit I'm an Aquarius, so I don't want to admit it.
He's a moderate thinker.
Yeah,
Like-
right.
I get up there though. I get up there.
No, but I understand because I'm
Yeah.
that person too. Like I'll think of all these scenarios before something because I want it to be as spot on as possible. You know, so I think
I'm big on execution.
Yeah, you
know?
have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. So let's talk about this podcast. Whose idea was it? You kind of came up with it
we
together?
We both kind of like we was talking about it for a little minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I knew I was gonna do it, but I just didn't know in what capacity. And then it just made sense. Like, oh, let's do it together. And like she coming with her own podcast too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this podcast that we're doing is Loco Show podcast. So it's
Okay.
like
Yes,
my
sir.
podcast, but we literally share it. Like I'm not gonna do a show by myself.
Understood.
I'm only gonna do it with Ocean.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And when
yeah,
she
and
do
nobody
hers,
else.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Unless it's like, because we do want, what we're planning to do is we planning to build a podcast network.
Yeah.
So I want to basically have my podcast be the flagship, and then when O is ready for her podcast, I'm going to help her pull that
There you
up.
go.
When my other person, because all of my people, not all of them, but a lot of my friends have big personalities.
Yes.
So they're all interested in doing it, and it's like, okay, well, you come do an episode with us. Okay, boom, you come do it, and we just test.
So
out
you
the
do
waters.
bring guests on there.
Oh, most definitely, yes.
We interview a lot of people,
Yeah.
from producers to
Okay.
artists, models, all that.
So you do interviews, but you also have specific topics as well.
Right. See, we'll do a podcast every week when we get back on it. We'll do one every week, and it'll just be me and O. But if somebody wants an interview, which is a line of people that do, We just,
they lined up.
Yeah, because we offer it's a very
really
diverse platform. I mean, you can if you want to. I don't care if you want to sell ass on there. I mean, if you want to get on there and whatever you want to talk, we provide that platform, and you know what I'm saying. You can talk about whatever you want within that time that we're there. So you know what I'm saying. So I mean, get at me.
Hey,
but,
all the OnlyFans models, get at Ocean.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? For real.
We definitely gonna end up. There's a couple porn stars that want us to interview them. So
I love it.
I'm thinking about it. I just don't want to interview any porn star because anybody can just get on there and be like, I'm an OnlyFans model.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually want to
make it make sense.
People that's really in the business type stuff. So
right, they can really talk about it.
Right,
you know,
experiences.
Have from personal experiences.
Thanks.
What's one of your dopest experiences that you've had on your podcast so far? Whether it be a guest or
we done had
someone selling ass or like
not yet though. Like I said, not yet on that.
We speaking into existence.
Man, the Ninjaplex is pretty fun.
Yeah, I would have to say Ninja Man's interview. He's a producer from Memphis, Ninja Man. He has a loft downtown, so we moved the set to his loft.
Oh, that's dope.
And
took it to his home. You got to do that sometimes.
Yeah, it was intimate. It was personal, and it was a great interview for one. But it was just how it was set up and everything. It made me want to be like, man, we just move the podcast here.
No, absolutely. Like, can I just move it here?
Yeah, so I think that would have to be the one for me, Ninja Man's interview.
I think when you move into their space, it also makes them more comfortable.
Definitely.
Like, you know, shout out to Drummer Boy. I've interviewed him multiple times, but the one time that I went to House of Fresh, which is his clothing store, and we set up there, that was the best interview I ever did with him because I really feel like he was in his safe space per se. You know what I'm saying?
House of Fresh was his store.
Yeah, he owns that clothing store.
I got a jacket from there, a $300 jacket. I ain't even put that joint on. Yeah, it's too hot right now.
It's
Shout
way
out
too hot.
Boy, though.
Yeah,
hey, okay.
boy. Yeah, that's Memphis too right there. Most definitely.
That's so crazy. I done went in this man's store, didn't know I was in his store.
Yeah.
Got your trip on.
You got to stop by there again. How long are you going to be in the city? Till tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll probably go home tomorrow after the show tonight. So, I don't know. I might stay up here an extra day, though.
How many cities are you going to – are you doing the whole tour? Or?
Yeah. This is our second stop. We just got back from St. Louis like a couple weeks ago. The next city will be L.A., then Vegas. That's July 18th through the 21st. And then after that, where we going?
Hurston.
No. After L.A. is Dallas. Yeah, I think after
Texas.
LA is going to be
Texas
Dallas.
for sure. Texas for sure.
It's Dallas.
Somewhere in Texas.
Nashville. Yeah, we got about 10 or 12 cities on there.
Is this your first tour?
Second. Last year, I actually toured with the core DJs last year.
Okay. How was that experience?
It was cool. It was cool. like I learned one thing for sure is you want to be in direct connection with the people that's running the tour.
100%.
You really don't want to go
Shout
to
out to
third
Tony Neal.
parties because it's going to always be somebody putting an extra number on stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's where the jankiness comes in.
Right, and then it's like I got to go through you to talk to them, and then it just was too much. But I love what they did and how they did it, and it definitely brought a lot of attention to what I was doing and the way that I did it. Like I learned how to tour the right way.
There you go. How many cities did you touch with the core DJs?
Shit.
A lot.
About 12 or 13 at least. Yeah, we did South by Southwest, all of Texas together. It was a lot.
How far apart were the dates? Did you have time to go home in between, or were you you did? Okay.
Definitely. It was the only ones that we did back to back. We probably stayed in Texas for a week, but we did all the Texas route in that week.
Yeah, there you go.
But besides that, it was there, back home for about a week or two. There, back home for about a week or two. You know, I say the closest ones were probably like 7 days or 8 days apart.
So for any artist out there who's never been on a tour like that, what advice would you give them to get themselves mentally prepared? Either one of you.
Plan it out and be ready. Be prepared for shit to not go your way.
Yeah.
Always.
Something may go wrong, whether it's the rental, whether it's the people. You know what I'm saying?
The venue, the promoter.
Right. It's so many different things that can go wrong when you're doing this and you.
No good restaurants to eat at.
Right.
We went to one this morning. That was closed.
But that's just your preparation. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you prepare
for anything
and have your money right because it's not gonna be cheap.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Real.
Unless you riding with somebody that's bankrolling everything. have your money right, because I'm going to let you know now. I spent about 40 bands last year.
Man.
Moving around.
Listen.
Hotels, Airbnbs, eating.
I'm so glad you said
tickets.
that, because I had a couple artists who hit me up about another tour situation that's going on, and they asked me the performances, did that include their travel? I said, come on, man.
Hell.
Like,
Hey.
I said, it's like,
I can't be mad at them for trying, but
I
damn.
mean, yeah, but like,
But damn, like,
hello.
bro, really?
like that's kind of how I was. I was like, I can't even believe you asked me
You
this
must
question.
think this a pyramid scheme.
Nah, right.
You bring in somebody, you
Bro,
move
be
up.
ready to have to pay for your travel, my guy. Like,
Nah, for real. And if you see this, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just letting you know that
it's just the real.
it costs a lot of money to do that. So
Yeah.
because it
Hell
costs a lot of
yeah.
money to put that tour together, most definitely.
Facts.
So coming out of that tour, coming into the one you're going on now, anything you'll do to approach it differently?
100%. For one, this year, it's nowhere near as many of the people that shouldn't have been on tour with me
There you go.
on tour.
It's more
now.
tight knit.
Everybody that's on tour is supposed to be on tour.
Yeah.
The energy is positive. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Everybody on one accord.
I love it.
You feel me? So it's a unit. And I'm still, it's still gonna be a couple here and there that you
Of
gotta
course.
fix. That's normal. We are human. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I spent a lot of bread last year, and I feel like this year I'm gonna spend half the bread that I spent, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get even more
Right.
from it
Understood.
this year because I know what not to do, who to mess with, who
Yeah.
not to mess with, who just need. Some of these folks, I ain't gonna lie, they just want some money. You
No,
know what
for
I'm saying?
real,
Like,
absolutely,
some of these
100%.
promoters, DJ, whatever it is that they
Just
is,
tacking
some
on
of them
another
just
zero.
want some bread, and it's cool. Like, it's a business, so we all
Right.
supposed to get something for what we work, what we doing, what we bring it to the table. But some people ain't bringing nothing to the table and they charging.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And every
Smoke
now and
and mirrors.
again, these OGs, they can throw you a little something here and there.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? There's nothing wrong with that. If they continue and it's always about the dollar, I just don't think that people like that are going to ever progress or
They're
level
gonna
up.
phase out.
Yeah.
They're gonna phase out. You got to think about,
Ain't
man,
got no
like I
substance
said,
behind
technology
it.
Yeah, exactly.
constantly
No.
advancing. Like, a lot of these, just like how we was just saying, technology advances, so now you don't need this. How do
Right.
you know now we're not gonna need you?
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
like,
know.
you putting yourself in a position to where the only way we can access you is paying you.
Right. Because
All
a
right,
lot
say
of
less.
these.
We're gonna go pay the AI.
No, for real. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
we
little
gonna pay the
AI
robots.
DJ over there that's
you hear
breaking
me? They
records.
gonna break. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming.
man.
It's coming. Yeah, a lot of people are going to
Hey,
go out of business.
Wake up, man.
Sadly, yeah.
Wake up, man. It's not all about the dollar. It's about
not.
the art.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's about actually helping break records and spreading good music. You know,
Yes.
everybody ain't got good music, and I understand the industry real oversaturated
Yeah.
right now. You know,
Man.
everybody
It
and
is.
their grandma trying to be a rapper right now, or trying to be a podcaster, or trying to
Yeah.
be a comedian.
Facts.
And I'm all for it. Like, hey, to me, oversaturation does two things. It overcrowds the people who are on the same level,
Yes.
and it make the people who not on the same level, who on a higher level,
Stand
seem even
out.
higher.
Yes.
Like, it make people like me, because I'm from Memphis, but my flow completely unique. There's
Absolutely.
nobody in Memphis that sound like Sleepy Loco.
So
Not one person.
let's break that down real
Yeah.
quickly. For people who have not had the opportunity to hear your music, which they're going to,
Facts.
break it down for us. Like, what makes you so unique and different than other artists that are coming from your city?
I had as a child, I was like a music nerd, so I just love to like look up old school music, new
Yeah.
school music from different coasts. One of my favorite rappers as a kid was Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? I used to love Biggie Smalls, Big Pun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people who had bars, who
Yeah.
spit like real spitters. I used to love battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I just had a big appreciation for hip hop in its entirety, not just my region, from a really young age.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that influenced my style of music to where I'm versatile. I
Yeah.
can make music for Cali. I can make music for Texas. I can make music for Memphis, Atlanta, Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, Thailand, Yugoslavia, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yugoslavia,
Brazil.
Sleepy Loco.
Like, they love me kind of everywhere, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nowhere my music can't go. So, I feel like that's what it is. So I had a big appreciation for it early on in life.
Who was some of the West Coast artists, or at least one that
Snoop
motivated?
Dogg.
Yeah, Big
Snoop
Snoop.
Dogg, Tupac, of course.
Yeah.
But I gained more of an appreciation for Pac as an adult.
Yeah.
Versus a kid, because he was on deep stuff, and
He
I
was
couldn't really
so deep. Yeah.
fathom that as a kid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But who else? Cube.
Yep.
Cube, Ice-T.
Shout out to
Easy.
Warren G and Nate
All
Dogg.
them, you heard me? Like, I used to love, and I still do, but
NWA.
that old school
you
West
know.
Coast vibe, like it'll never be nothing like it. You know
Never.
what I'm saying? It'll never be nothing like it. I love it.
I had
many of 'em.
cassette tapes. That's how much of an OG I am. I had NWA on cassette tape till that thing broke.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, this would be worth so much.
Did you keep
They-
any
No,
of
for
it?
real.
Did you keep any of it?
At my dad's house, I even have some vinyl.
Nice.
I have some vinyl because I had the Thriller album on vinyl.
What?
Yeah, that thing could be worth some moolah right now. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. What about you? I know you're not an artist, but like, who are some of your musical influences or, people that you were listening to coming up?
Oh man, huge on Cube. Cube's my favorite West Coast artist.
And he's a dope actor too.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, Cube.
He the mad dad on every show.
Yeah. Are we there yet?
That man got a permanent pit bull face. Shout out though. Hey, shout out to Cube. I ain't checking you though.
But
That's why I said shout out though.
But
I ain't
it's
checking.
slick, sexy though. I ain't gonna lie. Like that little.
Hey, women love a man that look like he always mean.
We do.
They love it. They love it.
We
They're like,
do.
why he so mad? He ain't even really mad.
Just a quick example.
She want a mean gentleman.
Real quickly, in the movie Friday, when the Jehovah's Witnesses were at the door and he comes out with that little mean look on his face, I was like, "That, ooh, Lord." Okay, go ahead.
Hell no.
Ooh, Lord, yes.
All you gotta do is come in with the mean mug.
Yeah, exactly. Facts.
Come in
That
with
is
the
so
growl.
funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So Ice Cube. Who else?
Is it working? Okay, no. Okay, my bad. All right, for real, 8-Ball MJG was one of mine. That
Okay.
ism, that pimping.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah,
West Coast.
West Coast. Oh yeah, my bad. West Coast.
No, it don't matter.
Snoop,
Cube, Snoop.
Snoop. I mean, no.
You from
Oh,
Tupelo? Isn't Ray Shrimmer from Tupelo?
Yeah. I went to school with them boys.
Yeah.
I was in band with them and all that. Hey, shout out to you. Hey,
Shout out to
to
my
them.
to the out of
shrimp.
state boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just a quick
know them
example
personally.
with those guys, because I know they mom. Shout out to Bernadette. Shout out to Ma
Yeah,
Shrimp.
yeah.
They came to Atlanta and did a showcase, and Mike Will, eardrummers, discovered them. So that's why it's so important to put yourself in those positions of being on tour or doing these showcases, because you never know who may be looking, watching, or whatever. So, okay, so definitely Tupelo. There's some superstars, that come from that area. Most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. We got some more artists coming up. We got some dope artists coming up. We have a few people that was that's been on, Famous Animal and all that stuff coming out of Tupelo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on in the city. We're going to get him down there so we can really show out. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
We got to show in Tupelo.
Got to. He already got a huge fan base down there, but he up the road, but you know what I'm saying? He too cool.
Yeah.
I ain't too cool.
No, I'm just talking.
I just got to go to the far places first and then get all the close places at the end.
So let me ask you this. You're on tour right now. Outside of that, what else are you working on? Are you in album mode, or are you kind of putting that on hold until you know? Okay, so talk to us about that.
I've been in album mode. Right now I'm working on a project called Blame Sleepy. There's a producer in Memphis. He used to go by YS Trex. He was a part of the producer team that made Moneybagg Yo's Federal.
Okay.
The junk that put him on.
Yeah.
And he just did Money Man's album called Red Eye.
Okay.
So he working. I grabbed him up like, look,
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been knowing him for years. We've been talking about doing a project for years, but our schedules never really aligned.
Yeah.
Now they in the line. He literally at the house right now,
Oh,
waiting
that's
us to get
dope.
done with the interview. Like he going everywhere I'm going. So, we working on the album. It's super dope. We just dropped 2 singles off of it so far, On My Mind and For Sure. And we got another one coming out real soon.
How many songs are we going to anticipate on this album?
I think this gonna be probably my longest album. Probably do like 15 songs, and we're gonna do a deluxe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all the songs that are on the album, did you specifically make them for the album, or did you pick a couple you already had in the vault?
So the process we going with is me and Swag. We get in the studio. He cooks some beats up.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll suggest a certain type of beat, or I'll be like, hey, let's sample this guy, let's sample that, or whatever. And we'll make the beat. I go record the song, and then we just putting all the songs in a vault.
Yeah.
So once we got about 20 songs right now, I want to say we got like 14 or 15 done. Once I get like 5 more songs done, we're gonna go through the vault and we're gonna pick out the best ones.
There you go.
What order we want to do.
So they are essentially made for this album.
Correct. And the ones that we don't use could be on either the deluxe or it could just be,
as a single. Yeah.
Facts. So yeah.
So how important is it to you as an artist to have a producer that you can get in the studio and cook up with?
It's extremely important.
Yeah.
Because I honestly feel like this process, he made me a better artist.
Yeah.
And he told me I made him a better producer.
There you go.
Because I've been challenging him and he been challenging me. So
Right.
it's like, it's a lot of people they go get their beats off YouTube. You can't really
y'all gotta stop doing that. Yeah.
I mean, you can't really build a relationship. I ain't gonna lie. It's one producer I met on YouTube. He from Australia. His name Saran. Shout him out. And we got a big song together called Early Christmas. Came out a couple years ago, and it's super dope. But I heard the beat on YouTube like by accident. I wasn't even looking for beats.
Yeah.
And I was like, this beat nasty. I need this one. So instead of taking it from YouTube, I went in his description and found his Instagram.
But see, you did it the
email,
right way, though.
Found his Twitter.
Yeah.
Found his Facebook. I DM'd him on every platform, sent him 2 emails until he emailed me back and got his number, called him, FaceTimed him, and we FaceTimed for a whole hour.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
So you build a relationship with him.
Right, but it's very hard to do that with YouTube.
It is.
So I wouldn't suggest to do that. But,
right.
1 or 2 is cool. But don't be just trying to only build with YouTube producers. Build with producers in your city that's in your market because they connected with other artists. They can open up other doors for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always good to build your network with people that you can actually go touch.
Absolutely, because if you have a random beat that you don't have any type of paperwork on, a producer agreement or a lease agreement, technically you can't do nothing with it.
Right.
It's
You don't own
illegal.
it.
Yeah, you don't
Thanks.
own the rights to it. These producers, a lot of times they have stipulations of how many streams that you're allowed to get, this, that, and the third, and you got to renew those lease agreements or buy it as an exclusive. So it's better just to find a producer that you can cook up with out the gate.
And just get exclusives because leasing cool, but like I wouldn't do it because if you lease a beat, if I lease a beat, Ocean can lease that beat, my cameraman can lease it, you can lease it. We can all have the same beat if we all lease it. So I just buy them exclusive.
I've been to a couple of events where 2 artists performed on the same beat. I was embarrassed for them.
Yeah.
Because the first artist goes, okay, no big deal. But when the second artist gets up and that same beat comes on, I'm like, oh my God. I'd be embarrassed. If I was that second artist, me neither. I would have been like, I need to switch it up real quick.
Let me send you another song right quick. Nah, we got the same beat.
Start freestyle or something.
For real. Exactly. A little bit beatbox, do something,
Yeah.
Tap dance.
I came in the game leasing though.
You said tap dance.
Hey, look, I came in the game leasing beats and I learned quickly.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, this nigga got the beat. He got the nope, never again.
Yeah, because you see it, some of them be having like thousands of downloads, so no telling how many people's recorded onto that beat.
Exactly, and then sometimes people just you can steal the beat off YouTube
nah,
too.
Absolutely.
So it's like, nah. Even if 100 people lease this beat, it might be 1,000, 5,000 people that went in their mama basement and made a song to this
100%.
beat and stole it off YouTube.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't be having time.
So, outside of stuff like that, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned in this music business?
The biggest lesson I've learned in this music business is you have to network. You got to go outside.
Yeah.
You got to not fake the funk, but even if you're not feeling it, you still got to wear a smile and be,
act like you want to be there.
Friendly, but like, cause I'm not really a friendly person, but like, just when I see people, like, I try to like extend the positivity.
Understood.
So when if I see you out in the club, I'm be like, Tampa, what to do, baby?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even though we just meeting for the first time, the second time I see you, it's gonna be like I've been knowing you.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the energy I try to give everybody in the industry that I meet and that I come across. Because I just feel like, you can't defeat positivity.
No, absolutely.
You feel me? And if you make people feel good just by you being around, it make them more likely to want to work with you.
Absolutely. Having positivity and love in your life.
Yeah.
Man, those are the best emotions ever. Why would you not want that?
Right.
So it starts with people like us who have that positive energy to put it out there and spread it to other people.
Thanks. And surrounding yourself with people like that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You could be positive all you want to. If everybody around you negative, eventually it's going to
drain
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or it'll drain you, like you said. Yeah,
It will drain the hell out of you.
I know.
And especially as women, like women are just naturally by human nature more emotional.
Empathetic too.
Than men.
Y'all feel everything that's going on.
100%.
You might be having a good day, but if you come in the house and she having a bad day, you're gonna feel it down there as soon as you walk through the front
That's
door.
right. Facts.
A man, we're gonna be like, what y'all got going?
That'd be bigger.
God,
big,
that is so true.
Bigger's like, I don't understand. I'm like, because you're a man, you'll never understand, you know. But women be picking up on that stuff quick.
As a man, you gotta want to understand.
Yeah.
You have to like ask questions.
Yeah.
Because women, y'all are more intuitive, so it's like it's almost like y'all got antennas or something.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And it just
we
comes
do.
to you. But with us, it's like we don't have that, so we gotta like, what's wrong? This you good?
Yeah.
Was it this? Was it? You know what I'm saying? We got to get to the bottom of it. So a lot of men just don't care.
No, they don't. They
don't
don't
care. So it's like it go over their head.
And it's not anything bad. That's just a man trait. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Facts, because we be focused on what we focused on. So
just a man trait.
Yeah, men be in their own world.
One
Love
trait
y'all though.
sometimes.
Love y'all though.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You love me.
Well,
Yeah.
That's different.
I'm gonna answer that for
That's
you.
your bestie.
Lou,
So what's the most?
you heard that, ain't it? Begging for my love.
Hey, y'all heard it right here.
All right, let's go.
What's the single you're pushing right now that everybody can go get?
On My Mind by Sleepy Loco.
Who produced that one?
Blind Sweat.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's,
Is there a video out for it yet?
It is.
Yeah.
I got a visual out and I got a live performance that I did
Oh,
in
that's
Las
dope.
Vegas with Overlooked Heroes. It's super dope. And it's crazy because that live performance done blew me up a little bit. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
people like that.
they really
Real.
going for that joint, and it's like I'm like the video doing good, but this live performance, like everybody eating it up. I'm talking about it's getting shared like
it was
crazy.
dope.
Yeah, I think people like the
Super.
live performance because it's more organic.
Mhm.
Like a music video is somewhat rehearsed. You already have an
right.
idea of your mind, what you're going to do.
It makes sense though.
But
Yeah.
a live performance is like, it's
You
so
live,
organic. Yeah,
yeah.
you live. You know, anything could happen.
Right,
You,
you make a
can't
goofy
stop the
face, you in
camera and go back and fix it, you know?
Yeah. You made an ugly face. The face is in there.
Oh, yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
screenshot that people going to put out there.
Exactly. That's gonna be the thumbnail.
I'm the people.
I'm
I'm gonna be the main one.
You
Look
that.
at this.
That's your toxic trait.
Definitely. Toxic.
Very.
That is dope. Well, listen, tell everybody where they can follow you and keep up with you.
You can follow me at OG Sleepy Loco. If you want to follow the podcast, it's at the Loco Show Podcast. Oh, where can they follow you at?
Oh, Dizzle93 on Instagram. I ain't telling y'all nothing else.
I know that's right. That's all they need to
Yeah,
know.
this Instagram. Yeah, you can't follow me on nothing else. It's too personal.
Have you got on Threads yet?
I will start today. I tried to get on it the other night, but it was like I was doing so much at one time. I was like, nah, let me just do
It's
it.
a good
another one
networking
out?
space. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's a part of Instagram.
It's a
right?
part of
Yeah.
Instagram. And
Yeah.
what I like about it is you ain't got to do nothing but just download it and all your data transfers over. You know what I'm saying?
So I need to download it then.
But it's similar to Twitter,
Yeah.
which is, in my opinion, you can network a lot easier on there
Mm-hmm.
and chime in on conversations where Instagram, you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right,
yeah,
right,
definitely
right.
get on board with that.
I'm definitely a Twitter guy. I love Twitter.
Yeah, so you'll like Threads too.
Yeah.
Definitely. Most
Instagram
definitely.
cool, but like I said, it's more like a commercial. Like
Yeah.
I don't even really use social media. I just
Same.
post and get out of there.
Yeah.
But Twitter, I will be on Twitter. If I ain't got nothing going, I will scroll all day.
Yeah.
I just be laughing.
So
all day.
get on Threads because it's
Yeah.
still new. When it's still new, it's easier to build a following because people are still
Okay.
getting on board with it.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Everybody find out
saying?
about it.
So definitely do that.
I'm gonna do that as soon as I leave here. In the car.
Facts. We gonna be threading together.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm definitely gonna follow you, I guess.
Who do you guys want to give a shout out to?
God
Facto Mundo.
bringing us here, bringing us together, and you know what I'm saying, just blessing us to shine the way that we shine.
I feel like we about to have a meal together.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear me? You hear me? Just
Dear
man,
Lord.
Father.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta give him his just due, but you know, just man.
Sure.
I just want to thank my whole team,
Yeah.
everybody that's behind me, that believe me. You know what I'm saying? That's here, you know, pushing with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the models, the homies, my cameraman for sure.
Yeah.
Lil.
What's
U
your
Shout out Lil.
dot U dot A. Follow him today.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
anything.
He's an essential part of what you got going on.
Man, I wouldn't even
Humongous.
be here talking to you right now if I ain't
You
had
have
him.
to be
Like,
documenting everything.
Yes, and he does 95% of my music videos.
I love it.
Every now and then I go do something with this guy, this guy, because I like to use
Yeah,
different
venture out a
styles,
little bit,
but-
yeah.
But Louis still there
it's always
snapping
good
pics.
to keep it fresh. Right.
Yeah, he's still
if,
there.
If he's not shooting a video, he doing the behind the scenes.
I love
he
it.
doing the photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? So he do all my shows. Like, that's my guy.
He's to you like Batman is to me. You know what I'm
1,000%.
saying? You gotta have
1,000%.
someone like they're capturing every moment, because if they don't see it, it didn't happen.
Nah, for sure.
Period.
And that's my guy. Like,
so
another artist booked him one time and had him come up to Texas, and I was like, I'm coming with you. I'm gonna be your security.
See,
You
that's
hear me?
dope.
It ain't even about me. I ain't even got to, you know what I'm saying? Just being out there with him, having his back, that opened up some doors.
You're
and helped
his
me
safe
network.
space.
100%. 100%.
I'm
we
big
gotta
on
look out
that.
for each other. Yeah, I'm glad you taught me that too, that safe space, because it's sometimes you'll know something, but you won't have like a phrase or a word for it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So you definitely just gave me this. So I appreciate that educational moment.
Man, absolutely. That's what it's all about. We learning from each other.
Facts.
Last but not least, we are live. Industry's Most Wanted.
Industries.
Yeah.
Got Memphis in the building.
Wanted.
Big M's.
What makes you the industry's most wanted?
I'm the industry's most wanted because I'm the most versatile. I'm chocolate. I'm built like a tank. And we having, you know what I'm saying? And I got Ocean. You can't have motion without Ocean.
Right.
I'm glad you know.
Motion
I'm
in
glad
the
you
ocean, baby.
You know.
Hey.
Stop playing with me, even though you never played.
Don't play
Never
with
play
her.
with
Never.
Facts.
All right.
Live the life.
What makes you the industry's most wanted?
What makes me the industry's most wanted is just the reason why you said often imitated, never duplicated.
You hear me?
I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not just. This isn't just something I just do when I'm on camera. I'm 100% all the time.
Yeah.
Preach.
All the fucking time.
I can tell you got great energy.
Yeah, and it don't switch up. It don't change.
Church.
Ever. So
What you
that's
see
why
is what you get.
always.
Yeah.
And what you get is what you saw.
Sense of
You hear me?
You feel me? And it ain't, believe in the seeing here.
Facts. We're out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Appreciate you for having us.
Yes.
You lazy and I ain't scared to say it. Text confirmation from your bitch. That's another payment. Now we on the beach looking good, another vacation. You niggas PlayStations.